Do you ever wonder why some people are just super lucky in life, winning every game in life? Whatever they touch turns to gold. They seem to win every game of chance and even get the best things in life, the perfect home, family, anything they want or whatever they desire. They just have full abundance in their life. While how others are in their worst case scenario, things are always falling apart. It's just a string of bad luck and a windfall of negative events reoccurring over and over and over. And the more they would try to pull themselves out, the more bad things would just pile on top of that. So even when these people try to overcome it, it just seems like they have no control over the negative patterns and the negative things that happen in our lives. And we blame everything outside of us, wondering what the heck is going wrong. And it seems like it's just one after another, and there's just no way to stop it. In this video, I'm going to share with you how that you can overcome your reality and literally bend reality to have it conform to your desires. By doing this, it will shift you into the timeline where you are that lucky person where nothing ever goes wrong in your life. And make sure to stay to the end, because I'm going to give you some practical tips as well as a method that you can use today so you can shift your reality and become a more lucky person and someone that just becomes magnetic and everything is drawn to you. Yo, what's up? Johnny here. I'm really glad you're here today, wherever you're at in the world. If you do need some help or you need some guidance and you need some one-on-one, do check out the link below. Or if you'd like to tip me a coffee for the wonderful information that I shared today, I'd greatly appreciate that too. So how can such a person be so lucky in life while others barely hold on to scraps, holding on to a string that seems like it's going to break every single time you try to get onto it and pull, right? So during the summer and holidays and festival season, I make jewelry and I offer crystals and some other stuff. And on the weekends, when I go to these markets or farmers markets, the competition is fierce. There's a lot of very talented artists and there's a lot of very unique shops. I know my work is good, but there are some talent out there that literally spend their day and night on it, and I have just so many other things in life to do. Every time I go to a market and I set everything up, I can see how a lot of the businesses never make it. And a lot of the times these people would complain and wonder why there's no people, or they're not getting enough success, or no one's spending any money, right? These are like the typical limiting beliefs that I hear all the time. And a lot of the cases, some of these people will walk around and take a list of who's doing good and who's not, and want to go complain to the marketing director or whoever is starting the market. And they would come up to me and ask me, how am I doing? Because they feel like they want to go get their money back for the events. And this has happened to me in festivals and music events, and it drives me crazy because when they ask me this, it's hard to give a response to someone that doesn't see reality the way I see it, because I'm straight up too, and it doesn't matter if they think I'm crazy or my head is in the clouds, because I'll say, look, I've been building myself up to this level, and I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody, but I believe that my store is busy, and that's why there's so many people in my booth all the time and no one else is busy, because I believed in myself, knowing for a fact that I'm always busy no matter what time of year. People are willing to wait in line for me. I literally believe that everything is drawn to me, magnetic. So these people would constantly ask me at every almost like 75% of the time, I get people to come to my booth. There was one time where they were doing really bad for the weekend, and I told them, hey, you got to get one of these jewelry pieces, and I'm making these right now, Moldavite. And she got one of these pieces from me, and she came to me by the end of the day, and she's like, oh, I can't believe my store was so busy. Whether it's the stone that did it, or whether it's the placebo effect, or whether she just, something flipped in her, believing that she's going to be busy and knowing that things are going to be drawn to her. So her store became really busy afterwards. And at the end of the day, because I do have a dog, she gave me a whole bundle of free dog treats and a whole bunch of things, which was really cool of her. It really comes down to not just our beliefs and our conviction inside, because yes, I do love Neville and I do love the work. There are lots of other things that Neville talks about. Neville says that you want to entertain the mood of your desire until it becomes magnetic. You want to become so magnetic that that field is opening up around you. And whether you believe energy or vibration, let's get down to some basic knowledge of why energy exists. Because if we look at Bruce Lee, right, his energy is so powerful within him that by just a simple 6-inch punch, this person can fly all the way across the room because of his internal energy, because of his chi, right? They would call it. It's that internal energy. It is also our aura, but the scientific field calls it the human energy field. And over the past 200 years in alternative medicine, they were more aware of the energy field, of the human energy field. They would tell you, they would give you specific medicines, natural remedies, but they'll also tell you to go bake in the sun, sun gaze, walk barefooted in the ground to ground yourself in the energy. The scientific field, or even just in the human energy field, a lot of these alternative medicine type of doctors, they don't believe in the human energy field as it was 200 years ago. But this is also another thing called the quantum field, right? In quantum mechanics, where all potentialities of you exist in this moment. That's why when Neville says that creation is finished, it means that all potentials of every existence and every idea and every thing has already been done and already been created. It's already here in the moment, right? So when we pick and choose the desire that we want, we live in that end as if that desire is ours. So we can decide whatever it is that we want. We choose that in the quantum field, and we allow that to engulf us in becoming that new being and that shifting into that state. We become that state of whatever that wish is. If you're getting value out of this and you don't want me to disappear into the ether, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and let me know that you are going to take action today and that you're going to be that lucky person to draw everything into your life. Or we can get into pendulums, which is in reality transurfing, that either you're in someone else's pendulum or they are in your pendulum. So when someone is lucky, there's like a magnetic field of energy that they're drawn to. So it's either you're going to be drawn to someone else's energy field or they're going to be drawn into your field of luck, right? This is a simple method that you can do. It is 3 times in a day, and for 5 to 10 minutes, you'd pick a place that you can lay back in a chair to close your eyes. What you want to do during these 5 to 10 minutes of time is you want to get into that drowsy state. And then imagine that thought by entertaining the mood of your desire until you start feeling magnetic. Think about this thought for 5 to 10 minutes and repeat this in your mind. And the reason why we repeat it is because scientifically, repeating something in a pattern will impress your subconscious mind. So we do this repeatedly for 5 to 10 minutes, and either we can drift into a quick little nap, 5-10 minutes, as like the Neville way of doing it, or you can just open your eyes and go about reality. Then you have nothing else to do because your desire will be pushed out into your reality, into your environment, and into others. So you don't need any permission from anybody or anyone because they will go out of their way. Thousands of people will move out of their way to make whatever reality happen for you, and it will just come into existence. If you're still looking to level up, check out this video here to level up your reality.